Hey, you guys, we are back to do Love and Marriage Huntsville. Yeah, it's boring. It's so boring. All right, we're going to do it anyway. He's yawning.
We keep it real. Expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the Kourtney family. We're about relationships and review. Making it fun and just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Kourtney and Eddie.
I always put God first. What's going on, Kourtney Camp folks? How y'all doing tonight? Welcome back to another video of Kourtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife right here.
Kourtney, also known as Coco.
This channel is Kourtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationship reviews and entertainment. And tonight we're gonna be doing a review on Love and Marriage Huntsville. This episode was kind of mid at most. You know what I'm saying? It was meh. It's like they trying to find a storyline to latch on to, you know, Maurice and Marcel's cheating.
Let's go.
We can kind of wrap this up in like 3 sentences, to be honest with you.
Not after I wrote down, so no, we're not gonna do that.
They cheated and they signed NDAs and Nell. Okay. All right, you want to
So if you're brand new to this channel and you hadn't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below.
Drag it out. Just like Carlos King dragging the episodes. I'll go ahead, Carlos King 2.0.
We have a job to do. We have people to give these reviews to. We have a job to do. That's what YouTube, Google, they pay us to do a job.
Cliff notes to give this.
Ain't nobody say we can't use cliff notes, but what I'm saying, can I do my part? I let you do your part. I didn't stop your intro. Let me go and do my part. We have banter over here. That's right. You won't get
I need that. I'm for real. I need that.
So if you're brand new to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and make sure you like and comment. This is our dynamic. If you don't like it, then you probably want to find somebody. Please. Do you apologize for cutting me off?
I apologize. You know, I just had surgery, y'all. People just chiming in. I had surgery like 6 weeks ago. Actually 4 weeks ago. Back surgery. They had to do emergency back surgery because my L3 and L4 and L5 was pinching my nerves, so I had to get rushed to the hospital. So I'm still recovering, so I'm going through a little pain right now, so I need this to kind of cope with the pain.
Now that you done got an episode of WebMD, let's get into this. So it started off with Marcel and Maurice fussing where it ended last time, where basically, you know, it seemed like Maurice cannot understand how he was not a good step daddy to his stepson. Like he favored one of the other. So you treated your stepson like a stepson, basically. So that's basically what that was about. Like, you know, so whatever Maurice's reasoning is for it, and he just can't see it. You know, everybody can't always see themselves in that moment. That sometimes it takes people on the outside to see exactly what it looked like. Even Kimmi saw it. So, you know, and I guess he just refused to listen. And so, you know, Marcel, like I said, I mean, Maurice, you know, just trying to find his way of saying what he needs to say. And Marcel was like, man, just, you know, like I used to tell Eddie all the time, sometimes you just have to eat the fish and spit out the bones. I don't think he ever heard that.
That don't make no sense. Eat the fish, spit out the bone. If I'm going to eat the fish, I'm going to eat all the fish. All of it. Bone, eyes, gizzards, and all of it. That's stupid saying.
Do you know that some... Oh, you going to eat the bones too?
Yeah, eat the bones too.
Okay.
Eat the bone. Crunch, 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 baby. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
That's why you look like that. Crunch, crunch.
Ew.
So...
I see. Yeah, you cut me off.
Oh, really? Yeah. Did I? Huh. Touche.
Maurice, in his mind, he's saying that I'm treating Jaylen like our parents treated us. And sometimes when you get that stuck in your head, you don't see nothing else. So I understand Maurice's side of the situation. I understand Jaylen's side of the situation.
I think when you have a stepchild involved, you can't treat them like he was raised. You know what I'm saying? It's a sensitive, and like somebody said,
but some people don't think of a stepson as a stepson. You know, like you said, I don't look at you as a stepson. I look at you as my son. So, you know.
And somebody said, I can't remember what Kimmi said Jaylen's dad is. I just know he wasn't in the picture, but I'm not sure exactly
And that's another thing. I'm glad you brought that up. That's another dynamic you got to look at. Now, if the real dad's involved, how far can you push that as a stepdad? You know what I'm saying? So,
but that's not the case here.
I know, but I'm just saying, in some cases they are.
So now let's move on to Trisha. Trish. And Ken.
To the married woman.
Yeah, doing the birthday photo shoot, and that was basically what it is. Now, we had to stop it because I thought she said 30th. I said, I know you lying. I know she ain't no 30 years old. I know that. But she is 38.
38, so yeah. Still married, got her boyfriend on the fly. Oh, come on now. Alabama already get a bad reputation now. Come on, we can't be doing that, y'all, man. If y'all gonna be together, man, get a divorce first, man. You got your boyfriend all on the flyer and stuff of your birthday party, and you still whole married over here, man. Not half married, but whole married. Now in the comments, they said she was holding up the divorce.
Yeah, y'all gave us the rundown. Seemed like she holding up the divorce, and she don't want to get a divorce. I mean, they say she holding up the divorce. She really didn't want to get a divorce, and she really don't want to be with Ken, or she don't really want to marry Ken. But Ken can't see that. So I don't know.
Ken, bro, man, you come on, man. You can't be falling for the okado. I'm like Maurice right now. The perception is that you look like the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? They still married, but you the side piece, man. You the side piece, but she got the audacity to put the side piece on the fly. Martell didn't even do that. You know what I'm saying? We had Ariana. So, yeah.
I don't think they were hosting no birthday party for that.
Hey, I know they're not, but I'm just saying, even Martell, the most hated man y'all hated on, he had a line he couldn't cross. So he wouldn't cross. But she don't care. Come on, baby. Come on, pose for this picture. Let's do this photo shoot. I know I'm still married and everything. We got kids and stuff, but I don't care. You gonna get on the fly with me? Come on, dog.
I just don't feel they fit for this show. But at this moment, child, they can bring in anybody because the show just not vibing. It's missing something. And before y'all say
it's Nell.
She's missing. She was the glue to the show. She said,
I told y'all, y'all ran Nell off, and the show ain't crap now.
Now I can say, even when Mel was on it still was missing something.
Oh yeah,
it had been missing something for many, many years, and I don't know what it was.
I can tell you what's missing.
What?
Storylines. That's what's missing. Storylines.
Authentic.
Right.
Good storylines.
Because they keep rehashing the old storylines.
Right. I agree. And making up something that you can see obviously made up. The Jaylen situation, I'm sure it was a situation, but did it have to be on 2 episodes? No, it did not. But anyway, so Maurice and Marceau are talking to Jaylen, and they meeting up with him. And so, I think Marceau was asking him how the housing thing was going and stuff. And Maurice, hasn't been there because he said he wanted to be invited. But it seems as though Jaylen just don't want you around, brother. You're dictating, you're giving orders, all that stuff. So he was just like, they feel like I'm giving orders. So if I come down here, I'm going to point out this, and that.
Yeah, and Jaylen's defense, that will get old, man. I'm going to invite you to my place. All you do is come here and criticize and critique. And I don't want to hear all that, man. So I'm just not going to invite you over.
I don't know if Maurice know how to have fun. You know how some people are always in a mode of leadership, and like you just want to.
Maurice seems like he's tightly wound up all the time. In my opinion, so he don't know how to let loose and just relax. Because he's always on that mission of trying to level up, you know what I'm saying?
And improve anything around him and make everybody better.
Bro, you gotta enjoy life, man.
God, they get old, honey. You see some, pray about it and keep it moving. You ain't got to verbally say nothing about it. Because everything that you see don't need to be that you got to say. So anyway, as they were sitting there talking, I think they got on the fact of Jaylen was just how he felt that Maurice treats him. And Jaylen did the thing. Did he not say who was first? Kimmi?
Kimmi. Maurice Jr. and then him.
Yeah.
He's the last. And, like you said, the dictator will treat you better if you fall, once you far on the outside. Once you're on the outside, they're gonna, because they're not gonna, you on the outside, they're not gonna be able to be a dictator. And so he felt like the best thing for him and Maurice is to stay separate because you don't want to hear all that dictatorship, you know. And but you know, he said, I got some good news. He got offered the job in Colorado. And I said, run, young man, run. Go to Colorado, man. Yeah, run, young man, run. Go to Colorado. Get out of Alabama. Get out of this state, brother. Get out of this state.
Speaking of, but the reason why we're late doing this video because, you know, our son came in from Georgia to visit.
I asked him, I said, are you going to ever come back to Alabama? He looked at me in my face and said, hell no. He said, hell no. He said, no, I ain't coming back. I said, brother, I don't blame you. You know, our daughter, she moved to Georgia. He's in Georgia. So I said, man, yeah, man, if you can get out of the state. Now, I'm not saying Alabama's a bad state. If you want something, if you're a retiree and you want something kind of laid back and slow pace, Alabama is a state for you. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a millennium or whatever generation this is now, yeah, you know, they're going to move, man. You know, they're going to try to get somewhere that you're going to have diversity, you know, you can just have be around people that's more open-minded. And let's keep it real. Most of the South, it's not that way.
Diversity is very key.
Yeah.
It opens your mind to not just you and yours, right. Not just you
and I don't want to hear from the people around. We crowded. We too crowded. We closed. We don't want no more people around. Too bad. Too bad. Yeah.
So as they were talking about that too, it was also too that Maurice kind of apologized for making Jaylen feel, you know, less than and not feel as important as his son, and that was something that he said he didn't realize. And so he also said too, if I make you feel like that way again, just kind of, you know, ring me in and stuff like that.
Yeah, you know, and that's right there showing some growth on the part of Maurice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sometimes you got to accept your flaws and try to correct them.
Yep. So I don't know. They was talking about the money as far as Jaylen was saying the money in Colorado is not money. Mm-hmm. It's not what he expected, but you know,
gotta get your foot in the door.
He going in tech, so maybe that's I guess that's a different field, you know. So, but anyway,
sometimes just get your foot in the door.
So let's move on to Nell and the daycare. So once again, y'all told me that y'all said that this was her mama daycare, so I guess it passed down to her. So you know, but anyway, so Trish stopped by. And they were just basically talking about, you know, her upcoming party and all that stuff, whatever. And Nell was asking who coming. So the girl ain't invite Martell, because as y'all know, and I did know that, you know, who did she really sleep with Martell or not? I don't know.
I think she did.
And
you
then
don't think she did.
Probably so.
I think she did.
And then Marquez.
What you about to say?
I was just kind of finna say, like, a woman being in Martell's presence, you know, the reason she came over there was for the gym thing or something like that.
To his house? Yeah, he smashed.
Yeah.
Smashed.
And so anyway,
and she's still married too. He still smashed. Nasty.
So but she said that Marquez ain't coming. And so anyway, she was also, Nell brought up the conversation with Tisha and how Tisha just kind of like want her to share her business, but she's not sharing her. The situation between Nell and Tisha
seems forced.
It do.
Seems real forced.
Especially on Nell's part. It don't even seem like that was, girl.
And I hate that they're doing this to Nell. I'm calling Miss Nell because when Miss Nell first got on the show, her and Chris seem like the couple when you go to you want some wisdom and some counseling. You know what I'm saying? Like
she counseling everybody. They said,
yeah,
you ain't counseling me, child. You not my mentor.
So now all of a sudden they put her in the mess.
Now she on the level of everybody else.
I thought she was on, like I said, when she first came to the show, I thought she was on a different level.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? Because I remember the time Martell and Mel went over there, they came on there trying to talk him down and whatnot.
And Mel threw that glass.
Right. I said, yeah, Mel's done that before. So, yeah. The way Martell jumped, yeah, she did that before. But you know, now they lower themselves down to the mess now. I don't like that.
I don't like to see it. And it's just not becoming to me. It's just not becoming a Nell. Now, Chris, I hadn't seen, but Nell seemed to be in the, as
And
you
she
say,
feel,
the icky.
yeah, and it seems you can tell she feel uncomfortable doing it, so it don't even feel right. It don't even look
She
right.
don't even give it off.
Right.
Like she don't have no quick comebacks. And it's like it's not even.
It's not natural
It's
to
not.
her. It's not natural to
You
her.
are a whole grandma.
Yeah, and you know you thought, no, Miss Nell, and I'm calling Miss Nell because that's the way I look at her as Miss Nell.
I don't
you know
care how many wigs she
yeah,
put on,
you try.
twisted
I'm
or
trying
not.
to get. I'm trying to be 22 years. No, Miss Nell, I don't care. That wig don't make you look like you're 22. No.
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, it do seem forced.
Yeah.
Now Tisha can play it off. She more seasoned in it.
Yeah, look what she been through.
But Nell,
security. so she been through.
But Nell, it's not giving. Yeah. So they talking about they was also talking about, you know, Kimmi and Tisha being guarded and stuff. So now let's move on to Martell having breakfast with his mama. What her name is? Miss. What's her name? It started with M. Marcia. I forgot her name. But yeah, that was like, dang, all of them had them M names.
Yeah.
The mama, him, Mel, the kids. But anyway, I said, oh, now let me say, I hadn't seen, like I said, I ain't seen the last season. So I'm not sure if she came on. Quite sure she did. But I know when she used to come on, honey, it looked like she had just cleaned the house. I guess they said, listen, come on here this time. We need a little makeup and get that wig together. Even though she has a little flyaways, but she looked so much better. She looked, put it like that. She looked more natural. I think sometimes when they came on, too much makeup or too something. I don't know. But anyway, as they sitting down talking, they were talking about the kids, and I guess none of them can say Mel's name. Rightfully so, child. Don't keep my name out your mouth.
They treat Mel like Baltimore.
What is Baltimore?
Harry Potter. They're scared to say his name because if they say his name, they was gonna get by Baltimore. They said
like Candyman.
Yeah, like the man that. How do you say it? The man whose name we can't say, something like that. That's what they use when they bring his name up. But yeah, that's how they treat Mel. Cause you can tell they talking about Mel. They were trying to tiptoe around it. Yeah.
And so he was saying too, you know, well, you know, Ariane's gonna move me to my investment property.
Move him? Move her?
Move. What did I say? I said Ariane's gonna move into my investment property. And so she said, oh, I think that's a good thing. He was like, yeah, that way I won't be paying rent in her house because her lease is almost up. So I won't be paying rent in 2 places. So I guess that's going to save him money. So she said, that's a good idea. He said, basically, I'm glad y'all getting along better because, you know, in the beginning, you like, I don't want to talk to her. I ain't never going to have no relationship with her. But now it's different.
Well, she don't have no choice now. She don't have a choice because, you know, apparently, you know, Martell thinking about marrying Ariane. So,
but in that, and I really think this for television, will Martell ever marry Ariane? I absolutely don't think so. Because men really don't trust the side chicks. Because if you was willing to be a side chick with me, I'm gonna marry you. Because why he said, yeah, but it's some trust and some stuff got like trust for who? You know what I'm saying? Trust on who part?
You know, if I was Ariane, I'd be kind of, you know, questionable and debating about marrying him because he the one stepped outside his marriage. You know what I'm saying? But to me, personally, let me get this out. If they will make some good ratings, they would be the wedding to have Martell and Ariane. Invite everybody and have Mel in the background. Hold on. If anybody against this marriage, speak up now. Mel stand up. I'm against it. So it'd be some good television.
Now, what would be probably bring the ratings up a little bit is having Ariane on the show. Now, if they do that, then people but it will have to still be something juicy because right now,
ain't nothing juicy. Yeah, you bring it on, okay, yeah, but I know y'all gonna hate when I say it, but Mel still on the show and Ariel came on the show.
Oh yeah,
the ratings being off,
it'll
be off the roof.
Then. It would, but you know she couldn't come on when she was on. So, but you know as they was talking about that, you know he was saying, you know, because she was like, "You gonna marry him?" And he said, "Well,
marry her."
Yeah, marry her. Well, if she the one. Did he not say if she the one?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, but some things that, you know, I got to see first. You've been with this girl forever. Like, been with this girl forever, and you still don't know, because that's what I said. He don't trust her. Like, and you're right. She shouldn't trust him, but Baby, if you want to see Elma's glue, super glue, she the glue, honey, because she gonna stick beside him. No matter if he call her peasant, he dates Sheree, he just make her look a fool on national television, all that stuff. She's still stuck right there.
Some people is hard to get rid of. And my thing is like they said, people look at her like, oh, she the one caused their marriage to fall apart. But I'm glad he said what he said. Yeah, it was him.
It was him.
He the one stepped out. You know what I'm saying? He could have pushed her away and rejected her, but he chose not to do that.
But I think too that you also have to look at it ain't just his fault because she knew that he was married and she still stayed there. Granted, if it wasn't Ariana, it could have been Susie Kim, any girl.
But I still put it on the man. The person that's together, like what's the name? One that's on the show now, Keisha, what's her name? One doing the cowboy thing.
Ken and
Trisha. Trish. Okay, like Trish. Trish married, and she knows she's married, and Ken's still there, and he knows she's married. So yeah, to me, I don't care if you're going through a divorce. If you don't want to hold the divorce up, why? You know what I'm saying? If you get the divorce and move on with the new man. But apparently she chose not to do that. Well, I don't know why. Is it money? I don't know.
So so yeah, but also so that also talk about too, because like what's her name?
Ariana?
No, his mama. It's on the tip of my tongue. Her
Martell?
name. So as they were sitting there talking, she was like, "Yeah, but so what about that interview?" So now she bringing up the mess where Martell brought on supposedly Marceau's girlfriend, honey, and stuff like that or whatever.
Man, I promise y'all, man, I will pay some money to see this Marceau girlfriend, because this Marceau girlfriend been around for years, ain't she?
No, it is a video. They did an interview with a lady.
Hey, that could be anybody.
Well, I'm just saying, yeah.
That could be anybody.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
But so that's what she was talking about and all that stuff, whatever. And then Marceau was like, they've been picking with me for a long time, and they said that he didn't say that, but they said that Tisha said I sleep with men too.
Oh,
and
really?
So, yeah.
Who said that?
I told you that. Yeah, she went on Carlos King. That's what got him mad. That's why he brought on some woman.
They said he's bisexual?
That's what Tisha said.
What?
And so when she said that, he was like, "Oh, gloves off." So he went and got this woman that said that she slept with Marceau and all that stuff, whatever, and kind of put it out there. So that's what they was talking about. And so Martell was telling his mom, like, "Yeah, so I had to come back ablazing because you ain't keep finna pick with me like that." So when I did that, they kind of quiet, so I ain't heard much from it and stuff.
Yeah,
so
once you say things like that, man, yeah, all gloves coming off, man. I don't care, kids, well, because you cross the line, then you try and question my sexuality like that and lying on me like that. All gloves come off.
Is it a lie?
I don't know. I'm
right,
just saying.
yeah, we don't know.
We don't know, but still.
So anyway, so they headed to Trisha's birthday party and everything. And so when Tisha got there, she was like, "Well, I thought it was her birthday party. Why is that man up there with her?"
That's a side piece, man.
So, you know what I'm saying? And she make that a big deal and stuff. I don't know if I would have paid that no attention.
Yeah, I'm saying, Trish, come on now. Tisha, I'm saying, Tisha, come on now. You reaching now. You reaching.
So
reaching real hard.
Lance show up and Jaylen show up. And I said
Lance.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Lance is the one Destin was dating, and the Fletcher's son.
Okay.
The one that had the baby. So and then Chris and Nell show up as well. So Ken and Trisha. Ken and Trish, whatever. Whatever. Trish. But I want to talk about the outfits. First of all, Ken had on that same shirt he took that picture in. That was one.
I know that.
Is that all you got, bro? With the little sleeveless. And why was Trisha dressed like she was going on Dancing with the Stars with that little ballerina with the skin tone? I was like, they ain't got no kind of dress. They need a stylist or some shit because it just ain't giving, honey. And she thought that didn't hit.
Didn't hit.
So yeah, but anyway,
she thought it hit.
Yes, she did. So they praying up in there, honey, and everything. So Trisha brought up the fact. Tisha brought up the fact too, like, why you got Ken up there? She was like, "That's my cowboy. That's my chocolate. I told him to get on that picture with me and put him down. Okay.
No, you should have had your husband on that picture. That's what you should have had. Cause you still married. Ooh.
So Tisha also asked her, so like, what's up with you and Ken? She was like, what you mean? You know, and so she was like, well, if you read it, and Nell jumped in and said, oh, she told me she ready to get married to Ken. Now y'all said that the girl ain't. And evidently the girl done told y'all she ain't.
But Trisha, she never answered the question though.
She did say something. She was now Nell said she ready.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nell said that. I don't think Trish said anything.
So anyway, that's when Maurice was talking to the guys, and Maurice was telling Ken that he looked like the bad guy.
Yeah, he said, man, from the outside perspective, man, you like the bad guy. You look like the home wrecker, man, because she's still married, man, and you hanging on. And that's when Ken said, man, in his little confession, they want me to take advice from them. Those two, the one that cheated and got women signing NDAs. I said, but then again, I said, yeah, you might want to take advice from them because they've been around the block. They know the ins and outs, you know. And ain't nobody got no hardcore proof of them cheating like that. So if you don't talk to anybody, it'd be them two.
So Nell is talking to the ladies, and she's telling Kimmi and Tisha that they're not transparent. She don't feel like they're transparent. And Kim was like, why? Why you don't feel like we transparent about our life? And she said because of that interview that Martell did when he was talking about, you know, Marceau and, you know, the NDAs and all that stuff, whatever.
Situation seems so forced.
And so she was like, well, first of all, Kimmi said, first of all, I didn't watch the whole interview. And then Tisha was like, I didn't watch it at all.
Was Tisha drunk?
She did sing Texan.
Cause she was talking loud and she was so animated. I said, is she drunk? Did she got some of that Crown Royal on her?
She was. I noticed that too. I just didn't say that, but I was like, I said, I want to talk to you. Get over here now. I said, oh yeah, she done had too many, honey. Yeah. So yeah, she was. They was talking about that and stuff like that. So Tisha said, well, first of all, I can't talk about nothing I ain't never experienced. I never experienced infidelity in my marriage. Y'all, people want me to talk about it like I had experience. I ain't never experienced. So I can't talk about nothing I ain't never experienced. So Nell said, no, Tisha was saying, and I heard that Chris been in them streets too, them Huntsville streets been talking too. So I know you didn't experience infidelity in your marriage. Nell didn't deny it, so it must be true. But, you know, Trisha was saying that she's transparent. Tisha was like, oh, no, you ain't. That was the drunk finger in there. Oh, no, you ain't. And then they had to roll the tape. Why? Because she don't know if she was at Martell's house or not at Martell's house. Did she sleep with Martell? Don't want to know. Just bring it up.
It's like every time they answer the question, the answer changes. I said, okay. Did you go to his house? Yeah, we went there.
No, the first time she said, I never went to his house.
Then somebody else asked her the same question. Then she said, yeah, I went to his house. I said, okay.
So anyway, but yeah, Tisha said that, you know, to her. So Marceau and Maurice want to ask Chris about the thing with the NDA. So it seems as though it was told that Marceau and Maurice told Martell to sign some NDAs or something like that. But Chris cleared it up and said, no, that's not what happened. It's the whole story.
Yeah, I think Chris got caught lying too.
Yeah, because it didn't make no sense.
They played the tape with him too.
It was like he was diverting. No, I said because I told Martell because whoever. No, they got more experience because of the lawyers that.
No, the tape didn't show that. The tape showed you saying something to somebody. It's like, yeah, you're gonna be like Maurice and Marceau having you want to sign these NDAs. I don't know who he was talking to, but that's what the tape showed.
Yeah, so Chris tried to,
Come on, Chris, man, you gotta have more morals.
He didn't even lie, right? You could tell he was lying, honey. He was like, I gotta pull on something. But it didn't even sound right because we know that Maurice is an attorney, but why Marceau? Why would somebody want to talk to Marceau about NDAs?
I don't know. Like you said, Chris, he's not a good liar, apparently. And when you put him on the spot, he freezes up, and that's what happened. Let me think something. He had a lawyer. Santa Claus. You just think of anything, man.
So here come the girls. They want to talk to the guys.
No. Drunk girl. One drunk girl. She led the whole crew.
Yeah.
Let's go in. Talk to the guy. Let's ask my soul. Come on. I was, oh, yeah, she drunk.
So now Tisha is trying to be in Chris' face, but Nell was like, you don't have a right to talk to my husband about this. That's my husband.
Then Marcel stepped in.
No, he stepped in late, but
Yeah.
Chris, come over here now. Stand right here.
Hey, are you drunk? No, I ain't drunk. Come here, Chris. Front and center. I think, yeah, she drunk. She drunk.
And so, because Chris was like, nope, I ain't coming over there. I already talked to Marcel about it. My wife, you ain't my wife. I ain't finna talk to you. So Marcel had to whisper in her ear and say, we already talked about it. We already discussed it and everything like
Y'all
that.
did?
That was she
Really? I didn't. No.
So yeah, anyway. But like I said, I think it's fake beef, fake storyline, fake. So it was boring.
The only good thing about Tisha being drunk, you know, they can keep her drunk through the rest of the season. I'm good.
Yeah. But yeah, it wasn't given. So anyway, but that's all we got, you guys. We'll see you guys on the next I'll say the next interview. We will see you guys on the next review. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
And I'll give y'all my new update about my medical history next week. I was put God first.
Deuces.
Hey!